It's a store that begins over 1,000 feet beneath the earth, where pristine spring water flows beneath Japan's Fukuoka Prefecture. Water so pure, it's considered the soul of a beer unlike any other. For over 30 years, Yamaguchi beer has brewed with tradition, innovation, and a distinctly Japanese reverence for nature. And yet, outside of a few niche shelves in California, you've probably never heard of it. But that's about to change. Tonight, we uncover the story behind Yamaguchi Beer's bold and complex journey to the American market. A journey challenged by tariffs, cultural nuance, and the ever shifting taste of a new generation of drinkers. Is there room for another imported label on America's already crowded shelves? Or is this the quiet rise of a future cult classic among restaurant foodies? This is Yamaguchi Beer, and this is their moment. The story will continue in a moment. Roaming the aisles of H-E-B, a prominent off-premise grocery store in San Antonio, Texas, where Yamaguchi Beer is considering relaunching, you notice the lack of Japanese craft beers. Whereas dining on-premise at various Japanese restaurants in San Antonio, Texas, you notice an assortment of Japanese craft beers offered by the restaurants. I sought to better understand the discrepancy between on-premise and off-premise locations for Yamaguchi Beer. I asked Elizabeth Barbosa, content creator for HEB's beer and wine sales, why the craft beer market is difficult to break through in grocery stores.
Breaking into the craft beer market at grocery stores like HEB is tough for a few key reasons. First, shelf space is limited and highly competitive. HEB prioritizes brands that already have strong sales, so new or smaller craft beers often struggle to get noticed. Most shoppers stick to what they know, and when craft beer is only sold in traditional six packs, it creates barriers. People don't want to commit to six cans of something they've never tried, so that's why mix your own six pack section at HEB is such a smart opportunity. When beers are sold individual cans, customers are way more likely to experiment, and that leads to higher sales and better brand exposure. So it's not just about getting into the store, it's about fitting how people shop, and right now, variety and flexibility wins.
I also asked Amy Joyner, expansion business advisor for craft beers in Texas, where in Texas should Yamaguchi Beer be targeting for their sales?
If we're focusing on launching in Texas between Austin and San Antonio, Austin has a strong Asian food scene and a growing craft beer market. This could prove lucrative. More craft breweries, around 41 to be exact, exist in Austin, indicating a growing interest in the art of craft brewing.
Should Yamaguchi Beer target on premise or off premise locations?
Yamaguchi Beer should target on-premise locations such as Japanese restaurants because they help promote Japanese branded beer that retail grocery stores may not prioritize.